Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my update for the Advent Calendar Project Pan. This project was created by Hèléne. I will have her channel linked down below, along with a playlist of others that have joined in along the way, myself included. This project is based on the theme of an Advent calendar, which is so appropriate for this time of year. December 1st is right around the corner, which is when most people do Advent calendars. I know my kids already have their little chocolate Advent calendars for this year and they cannot wait. I have not purchased any beauty Advent calendars ever, but I would like to one day if I could ever get my numbers down. But the whole point of this project is to pick small items, easy to finish items, and work on them either by the randomness of your personal Advent calendar, or in my case, since I don't have an Advent calendar, I am using a list that I drew out of 24 products and an app that has a wheel. So this is the last month of this project for this year. We are in the final stretch. I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of successes. I have 4 new empties for today, which is really great. That brings my total number of empties in this project as of today up to 18. That means there's 4 products I'm still working on and 2 new ones rolling in for this month. But let's start with my empties. The first empty I don't have here. I think I tossed it after my empties video last month, but that was the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I had just started working on it at last month's update, and it was just a little foil packet, but I did finish it off. I don't know if the amount of uses in that packet was enough for me to have a really strong opinion, but in general I didn't feel like I was wowed by that product enough for it to get bumped up to my list of like my top 3 primers. I have primers that I love. I love the MAC Prep and Prime. I love the Too Faced Sweet Peach. I love the Becca primers. How many of those primers I could still buy today if I needed them, I don't know. But anyways, those are like my top 3 primers, and I don't know if the Milk Hydro Grip would bump any one of those off my top 3, but I did enjoy it and I thought it was an okay primer. My next empty is the sample of Lubriderm. This is a daily moisture lotion for normal to dry skin, and it's fragrance free. There aren't a lot of fragrance free lotions out there, so if you're looking for a fragrance free lotion, this might be the one for you. I didn't think it was the heaviest cream. It was pretty light. It soaked in pretty quickly. This would have been a great lotion to use in the summer, but at this point in the year, I need something a little bit heavier, thicker, moisturizing, because my skin is dry. If you hear a whirring sound in the background, it's because we have the humidifier running. I had to pull it out today. I am just shriveling up like a grape every day, and I needed to do what I could to fight that. My skin is so dry. I literally got out of the shower today and covered my entire body with oil, and I still feel dried up, and it's been about 6 hours. So I used this up. It was good. I'd recommend it for the summer, not for the winter. At least not here where I live. My next empty is finally the Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb sample. I loved every minute of this product. It was so good. I would 100% buy a full size of this if I needed a perfume. Sadly, I don't. I don't need a perfume. This little bottle felt like I would just breeze through it. No. It took months. It took months to get through this little bottle of perfume. And my last empty is another perfume sample. That is the Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. I literally finished this off in about a week and put a heart next to it on my Ulta Loves list. This is now a favorite. It smells so good. I really like it. I'll put the notes up on the screen. I really enjoyed this perfume as well. I would like to own this one as well. But again, I don't need a perfume. I'm good on perfume for the next 20 or 30 years. So, trying not to think about that. Okay, let's move on to the Rollover products. First, I have my twofer. That is my foundation samples. This is a combination of the rest of my Physicians Formula Super BB Cream, my Revlon Color Stay Foundation, my Ultimate 2 Glotion, my Beauty Blender sample, which is in this project, and my prescriptive sample, which is in this project. I'm about halfway through this packaging. I don't know how full it was. It wasn't full to the top, but it was a lot fuller. So still loads of product in there. It is a little bit too dark for me, so I have to mix it with a lighter foundation, which means I can't use as much as I would like to, but I am still working on it despite that. I'm wearing it today. My next rollover is my Urban Decay lipstick in Stark Naked. I'm wearing this today, and I think I wore it one other time during the month. I hope to have this finished by next month. It is almost gone. I would say there's like 3 more uses, maybe. If I could use it 3 times, it'll be gone by the finale. I just have to use it 3 times. And my final rollover is the Japanesque Radiance Primer. I have been using this pretty much most days. I want to say like 5-6 days out of the week. A couple days of the week I keep going back to my Revlon, which is in another project, the Revlon Primer, but I am using this most days. Unfortunately, this is only radiant in the shimmer in it, the like opalescent glow. It doesn't actually moisturize my skin. What I love about the Becca primer is not only does it have a glow to it, but it actually makes my skin feel very moisturized and nourished. This just feels like I'm wiping it on top of my skin. It doesn't really feel like it's doing much for my skin other than giving my skin a glowy look. So for that reason, I would not consider repurchasing this once it's gone. This is not going to replace any of the primers I currently love, but I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's all right. I'm getting through it. This was not completely full to the top when I rolled it in. It was somewhere about here. So I've used up about half or maybe more than half. I think there's a really good shot of this being gone by the finale. I am going to try and finish this off. This is my main primer that I'm focusing on. So those are the rollovers. Now let's talk about the 2 new products that are rolling in for this last month. First of all, I have a concealer. This is the Nars Soft Matte. This is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard, medium 1. This is not going to work on my under eyes. It is way too dark for my under eyes. This might be way too dark for any part of my face at this time of the year. It's too bad. I could have done a lot with a really light concealer, but I don't know if I can make this work. I will try, but I'm not gonna force myself to use a concealer that is just way too dark for my skin. If it doesn't work, I'll tape it up and pull it back out at a later date. And likewise, I have this NYX Professional Makeup color drops. I think these were called custom, these are like the Cover FX custom color drops, but this is in the shade Golden. My intention for this was to use it as a cream bronzer. But if you guys are following some of my other projects, you know that I am this close to finishing an entire palette of bronzers, of cream bronzers. I already feel like I might not be able to finish it by the end of the year, but I know for a fact that if I start monkeying around with this thing, I'm not gonna finish it. So I have decided not to start working on this at this point. If by some miracle I can get that palette finished before the end of the year, I will go to this one and use this up, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna put this aside for now. I have no intentions of using it. I am way too deep into that concealer palette to even think about playing around with any other cream bronzer at this time. It is too late in the game. So I don't think I'll be touching that. I will try the light concealer and see if I can make this work. I'm concerned. I think even in the best of weather, anything medium is probably a little too dark for me. So I don't think it's gonna work, but I will try. I will try to make it work. But that is it. I need to get in touch with Hèléne and see if we're doing this project again for another year. If we are, next month will be the finale of this year's project and the intro of next year's project. So I will have to talk to Hèléne. But either way, this project will be ending for this year next month. So I better hustle and try to get that lipstick used up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use up this foundation at all, but I think I could use up the lipstick and the primer theoretically, so I'd be happy with that. All right, you guys, that is going to be it for this update. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.